Assalamu alaikum guys, it's me Jade, more than welcome here. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a review of this very foundation I'm holding in my hand. So here you can see all the ingredients are mentioned at the back of this very bottle, and you have to use this bottle, you can use this very foundation for up to 18 months and not more than that, because then it will break your skin out. And this very foundation is from Estee Lauder Youthful Silk Effect Foundation. They claim that this foundation lasts long wear, extremely thin, bright satin finish. So the claims are really up to the mark, and let's hope and test and try with me if it really works or not. So here I want to take a minute to talk about the packaging. The packaging is of cardboard and I have the shade Ivory. The package is very classy, and every time you guys purchase any foundation, just make sure to test and try before you actually buy that foundation. So the foundation comes in a glass bottle, and here you can see they provided a pump, but it really doesn't work for me. I don't know what about the pumps of the foundations. They never work, and I don't know why. So the manufacturing of this very foundation is in Italy. All the products by Estee Lauder, they made in Italy. So everything is just same as they mentioned on the cardboard packaging. This shade is Ivory, and let's see if it works for me or not. So let's try and test together this very foundation, and we'll see the results in the end. So yeah, told you already, this pump never worked for me. I don't know why these people provide this pump like this with these foundation bottles. I really don't know. So here you can see I've just opened up the lid, and so I want to talk about the texture of this very foundation. It's not very thick, not very thin, it's in between both of them, not very creamy. And the scent of this foundation is very light, and if you're someone sensitive to fragrances, you might like this foundation. It has really a sheer scent in it. So this is not a full coverage foundation, but if you want to build this foundation, it can be built, but you can use this foundation on a daily basis also. So here I want to tell you guys, this foundation has fulfilled its first claim, which is this foundation has a silky finish. Is it true? Yes, it's 100% true. People with dry skin would love this foundation, and it has that silky finish in it. And you can see after blending this foundation, this actually brightens up. Now let's try to blend this with a stippling brush, and we'll see if the results are different with a brush than a blender. So blending with a brush or a beauty blender is almost the same, and you can see here my skin has a brightening effect in it. Like, it brightens up my skin, although you can see the shade is a little bit different from my actual skin type. I am in a warm shade, but this shade is in Ivory, and this shade will go for people with pinkish and rich undertone. So here we saw that this foundation has a very sheer coverage and could be used for daily basis, but I'm going to build my foundation up, and let's see how it worked that way. So here I would suggest you guys always use a beauty blender after applying your foundation with any of the brush you like, because the brushes always leaves the streaks on your face and never blend in properly. Now I'm going to set my foundation with this compact powder. You can use any compact powder that you have, or you can even use loose powder, and I'm using the same sponge of this pancake. Always try to conceal your foundation or lock in your foundation, especially if you have an oily skin type like mine. Setting your foundations with powders has two benefits. The one is they make your foundation last longer, and the second one is they actually make your skin oil free and shine free, because people like me can relate with me for a fact. So this shade is a little bit different, but obviously you can see that it has actually brightened up my skin and it has that silky effect which they've claimed. The feel is really soft. So here comes the conclusion. I would like to talk about the texture, which is liquidy, you've seen already. The next thing I would like to talk about, will this foundation oxidizes? No, this foundation does not oxidizes and remains the same almost. The second thing is the stay. The stay is very important. This foundation lasts up to 4 to 5 hours after setting with a powder, because if you have an oily skin type, it might not last. So the next thing is blending. The blending is really smooth and the finish is a satin and silk finish, and always set with a powder. The next one is this foundation transfers? I don't think so. If you set it with a powder, it will never transfer. And the last but not the least one is recommendation. Will I recommend this foundation to you guys? So I would highly recommend this foundation people with dry or normal skin types. If you're looking for a foundation to normal to medium coverage, or you're looking for a foundation to wear on a daily basis, this foundation might work for you. And the last verdict, who cannot use this foundation? So I would highly recommend not to use this foundation for the people with oily skin. Never use this foundation if you have an oily and acne prone skin, because it might cause you some breakouts, because it has a silky finish in it, and some of the satin finish, I felt it has oils in it, which gives you the satin and silky effect. I don't know, but this foundation is not for oily skin type, so you might not use it. And this is it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. Keep supporting me and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Allah Hafiz.